Hey everybody, I'm here to talk about improving nutrition. My situation might be different from you guys. I do almost all the grocery shopping myself. Um, I have two teenage children, a 10-year-old, and my wife. So when I go shopping, there's usually things for 5 people. Um, because of that and budget, we started a long time ago with making a list before we go to the store every Sunday. We sit the whole family down, and each kid kind of tells us what, the meal that they want that week. Me and my wife go over what we want, and we make a list of the ingredients. Sometimes she'll get a recipe, and we'll write down exactly what the ingredients are that we need to get that recipe. If we all go shopping at the same time, it's there's a cart battle. There's no doubt about that. But I was really, I mean, the amount of stuff I've learned just reading in the last week has been pretty incredible. I love the theory about the outer ring of the grocery store. I think that your health and nutrition really starts by what you bring into your kitchen. Um, I looked up uh, an article on Build a Healthy Diet with Smart Shopping on nutrition.gov. And the three things that they said, and I agree with completely, is know your store, bring a list, which we do, and use the facts, the nutrition guidelines on the side. It's not uncommon for me to go to 3 different stores in one shopping thing. I love the thing about the fish. We're a big fish family. We love the little pre-made thing of salmon from Costco. I might have to take some of that butter off the top now that I've read a little bit more. And I was also really intrigued by Chinook salmon having the most, you know, positive influence on you of all the different fish. I thought they'd all be equal, but they're obviously even among salmon, it's not. Um, I think that when you have your list and sticking to the list is so important. Not I mean that's why they put all those candies and everything else at the end of that shopping line. No matter where you are, there's always that stuff you can grab, and if you have that list and you stick to the list, I think that's really important. Um, you know, when you're looking for a lot of things, and there's a lot of obviously choices, and you can base that off your myplate.gov or a number of different things. I think looking at the nutritional value is very important. Like the article says, if it says less than 5%, that's low. If it has more than 20% of your daily value, that's high. So I think being smart in terms of knowing what you want, sticking to what you want, and reading the labels of the things to find the most nutritious one for what you like, I think is incredibly important. And it can save you money. I don't know about time, but it will save you some money. Um, I also liked, just learning a lot of stuff in the textbook about the difference between, I didn't know the difference between extra virgin oil and virgin oil, and how, that the first press versus the second press, and how much, the percentage you get better than that. I think that all these things, when you add them together, can be great. In terms of two things. One, a meal that we really like as a family is pasta with tuna, pineapple, and asparagus. Mixed together in a big bowl. Sometimes you can do tuna fish. Just be light on the mayonnaise, but I think that's a great thing. Real healthy thing for the whole, and usually everybody likes it. And my tips, I would say I'll go from a coaching perspective because I know a lot of you guys are coaches out there. Traveling can be really tough. 3 things that I really did on the road. I made sure that I always drank a glass of water before I even picked up a menu, because as coaches we don't drink enough water during competitions especially. And so I think if I went out to eat with the team, which was rare, I didn't like eating out with the team. I'd always drink a glass of water beforehand. And I'd always order the meal as it was going to be 2 meals, that dinner and probably lunch the next day, because a lot of hotels you stay at have breakfast, and a lot of times you go to stuff for dinner. So my dinners at night when I traveled would be for that dinner and for lunch the next day. Um, I think that's really important when you're traveling, is to make sure that you're not overeating, because of the stress and everything else that you're dealing with. We had 50 athletes, so that's a lot going on. Like the book said, they had dietitians go into the restaurant, and they missed on calories by 37% and fat by 49%. I think athletes like us tend to overeat, and the speed that they eat really affects how much they eat. Obviously we're in a hurry, and you have a tendency to just eat, 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 eat. Where I think that wasn't touched on in the book as much, but I think personally, and as a coach, the speed of the meal really affects how much is eaten at the same time. Um, well, I know it's a little long, but I hope you guys enjoyed it and learned something. Have a great day.